Let me ask you about one of your new songs. This one, about a marriage?
About a relationship, yeah.
And about not expressing emotions and feelings?
Did I ever take you in my arms, look you in the eye, tell you that I do? Did I ever open up my heart, let you look inside?
You get those moments sort of late at night or when you're feeling sort of good, I don't know, you think, oh, you know, it'd be great to kind of, I hope I tell her I love her enough and I hope I do all that. And then you kind of come the morning and you've got to get off to the office. Hey, goodbye, love you. And you know, life's like that. There's never kind of enough time to, if you're like your parents, for instance, to tell them, you know, God, just what you meant to me.
There never could be a better moment than this one.
You always think, well, I'm saving it up. I'll tell them one day. And what happens to a lot of people, is something like John, for instance, and getting back to that subject, he died. I was lucky. The last few months that he was alive, we'd managed to get our relationship back on track. And we were talking, we were having real good conversations, we were real nice and friendly. But George actually didn't, I don't think, get his relationship right. I think they were arguing right up until the end, which I'm sure is a source of great sadness to him. And I'm sure, you know, in the feeling of this song, that George was always planning to tell John he loved him, but time ran out. And so that's what the song's about, you know, is that, like, there never could be a better moment than this one, you know, now. Take this moment to say, I love you. It's not quite the same.
We don't want this to get out.
No.
Along the same lines, so put it there. That's sort of a love story also.
Yeah.
If there's a fight, I'd like to fix it. I hate to see things go so wrong.
Yeah, it's something my father used to say to me. He used to say, put it there, if it weighs a ton. It's like, you know, here's looking at you, kid. It's one of those.
Sing along, put it there, if it weighs a ton. That's what a father said to his young son. I don't care if it weighs a ton, as long as you and I are here, put it there. As long as you and I are here, put it there.
To this day, McCartney earns 30% royalty on every Beatles song.
Are you with Rolling Stone?
But he doesn't own any of them. Michael Jackson does.
We wrote 2 songs together, and during lunch or something, he just took me aside. He said, I'd like some advice. So I felt kind of big brotherly. You know, I'm quite a bit older than him. So I said, for a business, you ought to think about music publishing. It's because it's very good business. You love music. I'm into it. It does very well. It's a nice, easy business for a musician to be in. And it's a very rewarding business, because it's music,
Right.
songs, beautiful songs. So he kind of said, okay, you know, and that was the end of it. And then a couple of weeks later, we were chatting, and he just came up to me and said, I'm going to buy your songs, you know? And I went, yeah, great, you know, good one, and we just carried on. And then a few weeks after that, he said, I'm going to buy your songs. I thought, well, it's a bit of an old joke by now, but very funny, all right, you know. And I still thought he was kidding, you know. And just a few weeks later, just somebody rang me up and said, Michael Jackson's bought Northern Songs.
It's your whole portfolio.
Oh, yeah, and that's where all the Beatles songs are in. But, you know...
but it's not funny in a way to you, is it?
Well, no, it's not funny at all. But the thing is, there's nothing I can do about it. The fact that isn't funny was the fact that when we were 20, John and I, it was a kind of pretty ordinary publishing deal at the time, but they took the copyrights. So, you know, he bought that company, which was up for sale. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do intend to have a word with him. I spoke to him in LA, actually.
You did?
Yeah, and said, look, we've got to come to a good understanding here, because there are a number of things I don't like about how he runs the company. I mean, isn't this weird? Me going to this young entertainer, hey, kid, look, I want a better deal around here. I figure I need a raise.
So he uses Revolution to sell sneakers.
Yeah, and his National Panasonic is All You Need Is Love.
Yeah.
Good Day Sunshine's an Oreo cookie these days.
Yeah. All right, I know this is not the same thing, but there is the Visa commercial. You just shot it, and you're already taking heat on it.
All that's happening is that these people are kind of underwriting the transport costs of the tour. So in return for which, I won't actually ever be seen turning to the camera and say, you know, the card you ought to pay. There's none of that. They basically are just seeing me running from here to there, and they do their own commercial. And the way I see it, they're really promoting us. It's a very good deal. In fact, you know, that was, we stipulated. I said, I don't do commercials. I think it's bad for the songs. Right. I think it's bad for people of our generation who grew up with songs like All You Need Is Love. The song that you're proud of and you think has said something didn't mean National Panasonic.
Hey, don't let me down. You have found her. Now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better.
You know, the fans, when you sing the old songs, sometimes they laugh, sometimes they're happy, sometimes they cry. But one way or the other, the songs take them back. Do the songs take you back when you're up there?
Yeah, sometimes I get a bit of a choker on them, I must say. The other night I was doing Hey Jude, and I'd just done an interview prior to that where I'd been telling someone about John's value as a co-writer. The line in Hey Jude where I say, the movement you need is on your shoulder. And I was playing the song to John. And I said, the movement you need is on your shoulder. I said, I'll be taking that out, you know. He said, what for? I said, well, I just put it, it's just words. It doesn't mean anything. The movement you need is on your shoulder. Sounds like a parrot. Yeah. And John said, no, you won't be taking that out. You know, he said, that's an incredible line. It's the best line in it, man. He said, I know what it means. And I said, okay,
you've
got it.
With us.
You got it. Well, you know, the movement you need is on your shoulder. I mean, you have the wherewithal to be what you want to be in a near proximity to where you are.
Better, better, better,
It's been a long and winding road from the old days in Liverpool. Today, he's worth a fortune. Guesses range anywhere from $130 million to $500 million. So he's not out there just for the money. Paul McCartney, forever the Beatle, has something to prove. That not all his best years are behind him, that the critics will still embrace him. So if going back on tour after all these years is a gamble, as one critic put it, the gamble seems to be paying off.
I'm still kind of in the middle of this thing, you know. I don't ever feel like it's finished. You know, I'm only 47, I'm only just begun. You know. I'm still planning to write better songs.
Thank you, Chicago. See you next time.